Flory Models daily vlog. Here we are on Friday the 18th of December 2015 and another week over. To be honest, really busy but not stressful, if you know what I mean. The Bandai kits go together so well, and working on these at the moment are an absolute dream. As you can see, we are pushing along very nicely with the Y-Wing. It's completed, it's built, and it is in paint. That's its first coat of paint gone on. And to be honest, because I'm not a fan of the plastic yellow and the colours, we're doing them. So I've done a custom colour mix for the sort of goldy yellow that they tend to have on the front. So those panels can go in. So next up, what we're going to do is paint the blue parts. So we're going to take it apart again, like we did very much the Millennium Falcon, to paint parts separately, because it's just so easier than it is to mess around and put them in. And that's the great thing about these kits. There is glue in this one, more than I've used in any of the other, purely because these pods on the side, they are so fragile, they just keep coming apart. So what I've done is these are all glued at the rear part, and all the pipework's glued internally to the fuselage, but it's not on the pods, so you can actually pull them off and the pods come away. But I think lining up the hoses might be a bit of trouble. But what I'm going to do is just ping these all off when this is completely dry. Pull off the front end, paint that separately, do the yellow bands around them, or this goldy colour band so it all matches in, then put it back in. Then we can go back in with all the weathering, decaling and various bits and pieces. But because we are mainly going to be painting, chipping, you know, this is, I describe it as the A10 Thunderbolt of the sort of, you know, the Rebel Forces, because it's the jack of all trades aircraft. It's going to get a lot of beating like the A10 gets. So that's what I'm planning on painting this one up. But generally, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. The way that the instructions are laid out, I know I mentioned yesterday, but again, they're just so easy to follow. It makes the build a pleasure. And that's what I'm loving about these Bandai kits and everything else like that. Do have to say, we've had phase one, as they're calling it, the releases of what Dragon are up to. Now, it'd be interesting to see what they're doing, because they're doing the AT-AT Walker 1/35 scale and 144. Also, they're releasing a version of the Millennium Falcon as well in 144. So in some ways, I think I'm going to get it just to put it up against this guy to see how good they really are, because this is what I would say is the benchmark of all Millennium Falcons in 144. It's absolutely stunning and fantastic and all the rest of it. So it'd be interesting to see exactly, you know, how other companies go about it. Are they going to just basically copy it and do, you know, rip it off, or are they going to go their own routes and different ways of doing it? But, you know, I do maintain that the way it goes together, the build, the parts and all the rest of it, it should be, every kit should be literally built like it. But we are enjoying it all. But as we said, we are doing other things as well. So up on the site now, we've got a couple of reviews, being Friday. C3PO, obviously the full build you've seen already, but the review is obviously up there for non-members if you want to have a look at that one. And also something I absolutely fallen in love with doing the review. This is the JU-29, the Saab, you know, barrel, or the Tunnan. Beautiful little aircraft. The kit itself, although it's very basic, I think by the time you polish it, because that's the texture on the plastic's a bit horrible, I think doing a natural metal finish on this one will be absolutely stunning. And as I say, that sort of golden era, the pioneering era with the jet aircraft, where they weren't around long because they were superseded so quick, but definitely to see it in 1/48 now is absolutely fantastic. So that one is up on the site. If you want to have a look at the review of that one, it's well worth having a look because it's beautiful. And Hobby Boss, things like I mentioned on this one, clear parts, they get it so right. You know, texture, I think the polish, the molds could do with being polished, but definitely for as far as the clear parts are concerned, they do a stunning job on those. They are absolutely beautiful. Okay, so anyway, up on the quiz. To be honest, who knew? We've had around about 75 entries in this one, and most of you were going for sort of 310 minutes for the Wasp and how long the videos were all linked together. But some of you really sat down with a calculator and started to work this out, and it was incredibly close. Okay, and I started to think, oh well, that person is going to win it, because originally we were going to draw it out the hat of the winners, and then I thought, you know, oh, someone's extremely close, they've won it. And then a couple of minutes later, another email pop in. I'm thinking that's even closer. So we did have some really, really close calls on this one. And I do have to say, David and Landon, you were so close. I thought both of you for a short while had it. Okay, because you were literally, we're talking, you know, seconds out. All right. But anyway, Shane Nielsen, he got it absolutely spot on by my timing of the videos as well, because in raw format I have them, and then obviously we have them obviously uploaded to YouTube. So between both of them, they came out the same length. So I'm going with that official timing of it. So anyway, he got it right at 307 minutes sorry, yeah, 307 minutes, 8-9. So that's how close it actually was on that one. It was phenomenally close, okay, because some of you had 0.88, 0.78 as well, so that was very, very close. So anyway, congratulations to him. So that's you know, a brilliant job, and I'll get a set of these boys off to you ASAP. I think I've got your email, your addresses, but if not, can you shoot them to me again? And that goes for Steve as well, who obviously won the previous one to that one. So if you can shoot me those, we can actually do it. The other thing as well, so question for today, and this will be for a set of sponges. Okay, so for this one, I want to know how many video builds have we finished? So that's actually finished up till today. Okay, up till the 18th, because nothing's going to finish before Monday, all right? So this is how many video builds, as in the full video builds, have we completed this year. Okay, so that's obviously from January the 1st right the way through up to today. So everything else. One point I will make out, the Millennium Falcon, although it is completed, it doesn't count because the video build hasn't been completed. So it's how many full video builds were completed in 2015. Okay, so obviously Millennium Falcon, I know he is done, but technically he's not done as far as you're concerned, because you haven't seen the last part of it yet, because that'll be up on Monday, all right? But so all the ones apart from obviously this one, don't count this one, have we completed? All right, so that's quite an easy one for you. And as I say, we had around about 75 of you go for this one. Very, very close, all of you, and thanks a lot for taking part in it. But that's the quiz. So basically, how many full video builds have been completed this year up until today? All right, so as I say, Millennium Falcon doesn't count. I know he is finished, but he's not as far as you're concerned, because the video build hasn't been completed. All right, so there we go. Quite an easy one. So whip off now to the video build section and have a count up and check your dates on it. But just be careful on the dates, because they're not necessarily in order on the screen. So that's a little clue for you. All right, so a little Christmas one for that. And as I say, that is for a set of the actual sanding sponges as well, and I'll get them out to you obviously first thing next week. We're going to do another quiz will be up for you on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, okay, for the live show as well. All right, so then obviously I'll announce a winner on the Thursday, because yes, I'm doing a show on the Thursday and everything else like that. So there we go, that's about it for this week. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us for the live show as well. I've had masses of feedback on that, and obviously some of the comments that were made in there, again, I don't take it personally and all the rest of it, and hopefully you don't take it personally. It's just us lot having a laugh, and judging by literally 100 emails we've had on it now, all very positive and all the rest of it. So I'm glad that everyone's taking it the right way and in the thing. As I said, the live shows are supposed to be us having a light-hearted look at the hobby. It's not doing the sensible bit that I do here. It's just us having a little bit of fun with the guys and doing guy things and being idiots and all the rest of it. But we enjoy it. So anyway, I hope you're going to often see the actual Force Awakens. I'm not seeing it till Monday afternoon, so nobody's saying anything yet. You're doing very well. I haven't had any texts, emails, or any spoilers yet. Because I say, the first one does, it gets an instant ban. Never mind. Everybody, may the Force be with you. Happy modelling, take care, and I'll see you on Monday. And I'm going to leave you with some of your fantastic finishes from this week's gallery.